So today I'm going to be making chili in the Instant Pot, and we're gonna start with the beans. A bag of pinto beans from Costco that I use. Hi, sister. What are you doing? You gonna help mommy cook? Okay, go get a chair. I'm actually gonna weigh my beans. The recipe I'm using calls for a pound, but you can, if you don't have a scale, then you can do it in cups, and for every pound it's 2 cups. I'm gonna probably double or triple the recipe though. I'm doubling the recipe. We're gonna need 4 liters of water. So I'm gonna actually hurry up and put some water in here. In real life, we had to pause and change baby's diaper and nurse the baby. So she just finished nursing, so now she's happy. I'm gonna get one of the boys to hold her, and then I will finish making the beans. So these are the seasonings we use. First, we're gonna start with our garlic. We're gonna go ahead and put in 6 tablespoons of garlic powder. Next, we're gonna add the chopped onion. And we are going to do 4 tablespoons of this. Chili powder is next in line, and we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of chili powder. Next, we're gonna add salt, and we're gonna add a total of 2 teaspoons. Lastly, for this, we're gonna add some oregano leaves. And normally it's 2 teaspoons, but I just dumped what was left in my bottle. And then we'll pour it all into the Instant Pot with the water. So put your lid on, and then you want to make sure that your vent seal is turned so it's sealed. You will go to manual setting, and you will set it for 25 minutes. So the great thing about the Instant Pot is that keep warm setting. It keeps it warm. It's been going for 2 hours and 31 minutes just because we were out doing other work and being busy. So I love to set it and forget it. Another thing is it already left all the pressure out, but normally I would just turn it and the steam would come out, and then that pin drops so you know that all the pressure's released, so it's safe to open. You open it, and then these little side things you can place the lid in to carry it. And then the beans are all done, which is nice. I usually drain a little bit of the liquid out. Here you see the ground beef. I like to just put a lid over it to keep the moisture in and kind of set it on a lower setting. And then it will slowly cook, but still retain a lot of moisture and won't dry out. And then you want to just chop up the onions. If you've never cut an onion, it's really easy. You can just cut off the ends and take the peelings off, or take the peelings off, then cut off the ends. I like to do these long slices in it first, and then I will turn it sideways, and then I'll do more slices in it to get it to the chopped consistency that I like. And you can always make them bigger or smaller. I kind of like them chunkier, so it's all about your preference. So here I'm just breaking up the meat. You can still see it's really pink, definitely not done, but you just want to break it up a little bit so that way it can get cooked better and faster. I also like to add a can of tomato sauce. You can add a couple of cans if you'd like. It's just nice and kind of thickens it up and gives it a little bit more depth of flavor. So now we check on the ground beef and you can see it's doing well. Break it up a bit, nice and moist in there, which is nice because you don't want dry meat. Now I'll go ahead and add the seasonings. We like chili powder in it. So just sprinkle some in. I never really measure it. I just guesstimate. This jalapeno chili powder is really yummy too. I just do a little bit because kids. Ground cumin is always a must. And then garlic powder is another must. And again, I just eyeball all these. You just want to season it to your liking. And so it just depends on how much you like. And you can always do less or more. Don't be afraid to tweak recipes. So then you just mix it around and break it up a little bit more. And I'm going to let it cook for a little longer just to make sure there's no pink left over. So now you'll just add your chopped onion. And you'll just mix it around. Get it in there good, and then you'll just put the lid back on and let it cook for a little bit longer just to soften up those onions. I also like to add mushrooms to mine just to get extra good stuff in there. And you can cut them up smaller if your kids don't like them, or leave them chunky, or whatever your preference is, but go ahead and cut those up and throw them on in. And these mushrooms are the baby portobellos. Another thing I like to add is this corn. It's just frozen from Costco, and seriously, corn in everything, right? So good. And it just helps to make it spread a little further so it's not just, meat and beans. So it's nice to add these things like mushrooms and corn just to bulk it up a bit. So now that the meat's done and everything's ready to go, we'll just pour it into the Instant Pot. And then we'll give it a good couple stirs. Now it's ready for serving, so you'll just take a scoop, put it in your bowl. Go ahead and top it with some shredded cheese. And don't forget your sour cream. The nice thing about shredded cheese is you can keep it in the freezer so you can buy it in bulk. So here's our bowls ready to go for the kids. And then I also like to add some salsa to mine. Sometimes I'll mix it in with the kids too. And you don't want to forget the cilantro lime crema, so good. I add it to everything, eggs, whatever, rice. So sprinkle some of that on top. You don't need too much, a little bit goes a long way. Mix it all around and you have an amazing, yummy, delicious meal. Comment below if you make it and if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.